When I retired from the FBI after 25 years, I thought I'd leave the world of tense investigations and covert operations behind. I moved into Whispering Pines, a peaceful HOA community nestled on the outskirts of town. I envisioned quiet mornings sipping coffee on my porch, not another kind of operation that might test my patience. But then, Karen Fletcher showed up, and all hell broke loose. Karen wasn't just any resident. She was the self-declared Queen of Whispering Pines, the HOA president with a penchant for micromanagement. She seemed to treat every corner of the neighborhood like a crime scene, especially the clubhouse, which was supposed to be a shared community space, but which she took over as her personal kingdom. One Sunday morning, I strolled by the clubhouse to check the bulletin board, a routine I'd kept since moving in. To my surprise, I found the doors locked and a big sign taped on the front window. Clubhouse closed, members only, by invitation of the HOA president. I raised an eyebrow. The clubhouse had always been open for all residents to use, from book clubs to yoga classes to neighborhood potlucks. Curious, I knocked. No answer. Over the next few days, I heard whispers that Karen had changed the locks and was only allowing her own approved guests in. Rumors floated that she was using the space for exclusive meetings and even personal business ventures. Some residents were upset but afraid to confront her directly. I knew this wouldn't fly. After all, I wasn't just a retired FBI agent. I'd spent years running undercover operations, navigating political minefields, and handling high-stakes conflicts. The skills I'd honed weren't for nothing. I started by reviewing the HOA bylaws. The clubhouse was explicitly designated a common area for all residents, and any changes to access required a community vote. Karen had acted unilaterally. So I emailed the HOA board requesting an emergency meeting, attaching scanned pages from the bylaws and photos of the new locks and exclusion signs. The board agreed, though Karen insisted it was within her authority to control clubhouse access. At the meeting, Karen doubled down, arguing that limiting access was for security reasons. She claimed some residents had misused the space, but provided no concrete evidence. I spoke up calmly but firmly. Karen, as residents, we all pay HOA dues that maintain the clubhouse. It is a shared asset, not your private office. Denying access without proper procedure violates our bylaws and disenfranchises neighbors who depend on this space. I noticed several board members nodding, relieved to hear someone speak clearly. But Karen was stubborn. I run this community. If you want the clubhouse open, you'll have to take it up with me. That's when I switched tactics. I'm a retired FBI agent. I'm trained in negotiation, investigation, and conflict resolution. I don't want to escalate this, but if necessary, I will involve local authorities and legal counsel to enforce community rights. There was silence. The power dynamic shifted. Over the next week, I quietly gathered testimonies from residents who felt excluded, compiled records of HOA payments, supporting clubhouse maintenance, and coordinated with our HOA attorney to send a formal demand letter. Karen's grip on the clubhouse slipped. One evening, I saw her unlock the door, and the next day, the sign disappeared. At the following HOA meeting, Karen announced she was stepping down from her presidency, citing personal reasons. The clubhouse reopened with a new policy. Any HOA member could reserve it via a fair, transparent system managed by a committee, not one person. Residents celebrated, grateful the space was restored. I went back to my quiet porch, Max at my feet, coffee in hand, knowing I'd used my skills not just to protect a community space, but to remind everyone that no one person rules a neighborhood, especially not Karen. Sometimes retirement means guarding peace on a different kind of front, and I'm just fine with that.